Namaste, and welcome to Mindfulness Moment. This is a moment that we come to connect to our bodies, to connect to our breath, and just to simply connect to this moment, this moment. This is the practice of mindfulness. So go ahead and sit nice and tall. Sit nice and tall. You can sit down on the ground. When I sit on the ground, I like to sit myself up on something, a cushion I have underneath my hips. You're also welcome to sit up in a chair if you would rather begin the practice in that way. So starting the mindfulness moment with a little breath practice. So sitting nice and tall, very stable, connected to the earth, whatever way that might be, in the chair or down into the ground. And we'll start with the breath practice. Inhaling, you lift your chin, you lift your chest, your collarbones open. That in-breath is through the nose. And as you empty the breath, it goes out through your mouth as your chin very softly, very gently drops down towards the chest. Continuing to move like this. The inhalation is through your nose, coming up very slowly. Breath filling you up. Your chest is open. Empty, 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 empty through the mouth. And as you continue this breath, right, you can continue to connect with the space in the body. So as you inhale, right, the diaphragm lifting up, expanding the chest, widening the ribs to accommodate that beautiful breath. And then as we exhale, see if you can surrender, release, but keep the space that's created. Keep the space. So every breath is an opportunity to open, to expand. Deep breathing in through your nose. And exhaling, emptying, emptying, emptying through the mouth. This particular breath is, the Sanskrit term is morcha breath. It translates into the breath of joy, the joy that is found in the connection to the moment. And it's right here. Empty, 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 empty. It's also just a really nice opening for the head and neck. One more time, inhaling, up you go, fill up. Deep, deep breath, empty, 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 down, down, down you go. Keep your chin at your chest and now start to roll the head and neck. Your collarbones stay nice and open. The head can drop back completely. Go in one rotation and then circle the head in the opposite rotation. And as you're doing this, particularly if you've been working already this day, you might have been very focused and kind of rounded forward. You might feel and experience in this moment of connection to the head and neck, all kinds of little sounds, right? The ligaments moving, the bones opening, breathing in and out. Nice. A little crunching maybe at the back of the head and neck. Keep the head down. Float the arms out to the side. Keep your chin down for a moment. Float the arms all the way up to the sky. Turn your palms towards one another. And we talked about connecting to the space created. So here you go too. So inhaling, fill up your belly, your chest, your opening. Lift, lift, lift. And we'll twist going over to the left side, just dropping your right hand against your left thigh. You can take the left hand behind you, elongate through the spine, again, creating space. You breathe in, exhale into the space, inhaling, lifting up, up, up and out, and then exhaling and coming and surrendering into that space. Come back up to the center, reach up. Big stretch here, arms lifted, turn and twist to the second side, breathing in and out. Again, left hand behind you, feel the stretch through the spine. Your gaze can go over that right shoulder and nice full breaths in and nice full breaths out. Good, come back to the center. Reach your arms up, a little circling, swirling and twirling into your wrists. The movement here, shoulders can shrug, and then if it's appropriate, you can come up and over your knees and onto your hands and knees now. I happen to be working on a carpet today, so if you do need some padding under your knees, please feel free to take that. Coming onto your hands and knees. The fingers are right underneath your shoulders, your wrists underneath your shoulders, your knees right there underneath your hips. And we can start to flow here, start to flow. Inhaling, lifting and opening forward. Exhaling, round, round, round. Let the head drop. And just keep moving like that. Inhaling. You can see the similarity as you connect to your breath here, as you connect to the breath, right? To that breath of joy. There's a beautiful flow here. Inhaling through your nose, fill up. But now keep the breath flowing through the nose, even on the exhalation. Good. A few more like this. Inhaling and exhaling. What I love about these particular forms and shapes, right, is that whatever is calling you, you can go to, right? So maybe it's the hips today, or maybe it's the lower back area. You can swivel your hips around. You can push your heels, your hips back towards your heels. Maybe there's a little bit of tension, head and neck, that you're discovering as you're beginning to move here. So go ahead and have a little fun. You can kind of freestyle the body. Keep the awareness on your breath here now. Inhaling and exhaling. Come again onto all fours. If you're standing to do this, you can just have your hands on your shins or your knees there. Lift the left arm, float it up to the sky. You can lean back a little bit, maybe tuck your toes, get a little toe stretch there. And we're going to weave that left arm right under the right armpit, dropping the left ear down to the ground, and a little bit of a twist here. Remember, when we're creating space here, you can crawl the right arm forward. At the same time, you pull your left hip back. Your right hip goes back. And stretching, expanding, inhaling, and exhaling. Good. Reach and draw that right hand back underneath your shoulder. The left hand comes underneath your shoulder. And some flow in through your nose. Chest is open. That's a cow face pose. Again, I'm getting kind of creative with this. I'm pulling back onto my heels and rounding into that cat position, pushing forward a little bit. Inhaling, flowing back. Exhaling and rounding and letting go. Good. Again, a nice, strong, neutral spine. Your belly is really strong here. Flow the right arm up. Now really float. Big stretch. Again, I'm pulling back here, trying to open the bottoms of my feet with this stretch. Right through the tips of the fingers. Go ahead this time. The right arm weaves underneath the left. Your right ear tracks down towards the ground. And now this time the right arm can go forward as you pull the hips back. And lots of flow, lots of energy and breath in the body. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhale and exhale. Left hand comes back underneath your shoulder, right hand underneath your shoulder. Again, some flow. Let's take some breath here. So having a little fun with the breath. Tuck your toes and pull yourself back. Look forward, take a deep breath in and exhale it through your mouth. Round, round, round. Do that again. Inhale. Empty completely. Through the mouth, One more time. Inhaling. And empty, empty, empty all the breath. Keep your toes tucked. If you want to lift up to a downward facing dog, pull your hips way up and back, reaching and stretching through the backs of your legs. If you would rather just simply come to a standing forward bend, go ahead and do that, surrendering down into a forward bend now. So this is a good place. Again, we spend a lot of time kind of sitting at our desk focused, if that's your practice, your work practice, but whatever practice it is, the lower back, right? Opening up by keeping my knees bent. You can really get a nice stretch through that lower back area. Let your head and neck relax here. Nice full breath in and out. Go ahead, come up halfway. So hinge hands to your shins. Nice flat back, long spine. Exhale, release it right back down. Use your breath and float the arms out to the side as you reach yourself all the way up. Palms meet at the top, and then exhale your hands right here to your heart. Just close your eyes for a moment. Feel all that energy. We were just kind of in a inverted state there. So it's a really beautiful thing to kind of shift the energy, shift the flow. Inhale, float the arms up, big breath. Pause here, grab right wrist and pull yourself up and over to the left side. Big stretch through the side body, come back up, gently grab the left wrist and up and over to the other side you go. Lots of breath. Inhaling, exhaling, open your arms nice and wide. So you're in this nice V shape with the arms. Separate your feet just a bit so that they're as wide as your hips at least. And then as if you're gonna sit down in a chair, the chair's right behind you, I could probably do that. Sink down, lift your chest. Breathing in and out. Very interesting shape, right? This is an awkward shape. It's actually quite fierce. You're working the quads a bit, the top of the legs. We're going to twist here. Left hand can go to your right shin and right arm straight up into the sky as you straighten that right leg. Keep the left knee bent a bit. Breath full. Take a big breath in. We're going to change sides. So the right hand to the left shin. Bend the left knee. Left arm up. Lots of breath and try to straighten that left leg. Good. Exhale, gently release, let it all go. Say yes with your head. You're in this forward bend. Breathing deeply. And then slowly and mindfully again, roll yourself all the way up. Arms go out to the side. So pull the arms. The palms are facing forward. Your thumbs are up. Get as big as you can with your arms and then go ahead and step as wide as you can. Now, make sure you're safe. I'm moving my prop out of the way. I'm not working on a yoga mat, so I feel pretty secure here in my space. So make sure that's happening for you too. Nice and wide. Lift up onto the ball of the left foot and turn that left foot out. And then a little bend in the left knee. Breathing in. Inhale, rise back up. So straighten the left leg. Bring your hands to touch, and then exhale, go right back down. And again, inhale, rise up. Welcoming yourself to the practice, to the movement here. Good afternoon to you all. Inhale, rising up. Once more, exhale down. This time, the left forearm drops on top of the right thigh. The right arm up to the sky first. See if you can open the chest a bit more. Open the chest, right arm is up. And then as you're ready, you can sweep that right arm right up and over your ear. And you feel the connection from the fingers all the way down to the right toes. Try not to get heavy in that left forearm. Keep your body nice and light. The core is working quite clearly here. Breath is full. Press down into the ground. Lift yourself back up. Arms are nice and wide. Turn the palms forward. Turn that right foot in, and then turn that turn that left foot in and turn the right foot out, the opposite foot. Go ahead and start to bend into a warrior two position. Inhale, straighten the legs, straighten the arms. Exhale, go back down, bent right knee. Inhale, rise back up. Exhale, back down. Lots of flow here. Inhale. Exhale, keep strong in your core as you drop that right forearm on top of the right thigh. Really strong here. Open up the chest. Left arms floats to the sky, nice and full. And then eventually that left arm might float right over your ear. Keep spinning your chest. Your gaze can look up towards that right arm and your breath is nice and full and flowing in and out. Good. Use your core energy. Lift yourself right back up. Arms are out in line with your shoulders. Turn the right foot in. Slip the hands to the lower back. So I have my fingers pointed down, right here in the sacral area. For some of us, if you want a greater wrist stretch, you might turn the fingertips up in this position if that feels appropriate for you. Keep moving the pelvis back into the hands so that the hands aren't pushing you way forward. There's some tension there. There's a real connection of energies front to back. Keep the breath, bend your knees. You're going to go down halfway. Again, if your fingers are pointing up, that's quite an intense wrist stretch. Use your breath halfway. Go ahead and gently release your arms way out to these big, beautiful wings. Keep the core strong. We're going to exhale. The fingers just come to touch at the bottom. And like big, beautiful wings, open the arms back up, coming back up. Only about 3/4 of the way. Exhale, go back down. You can start to squat there. Inhale, lift back up. Exhale, lower down. One more time, inhale, lift back up. So get all this breath in the body. Take the arms all the way to the sky. You're in an upright position, standing. Look up, and then go ahead and bring your hands right here to a prayer. Bring that prayer right through the midline and to heart center. Heel toe your feet in. Heel toe your feet in. Nice and deep and full. Shrug your shoulders. Nice full breaths. Stand tall, connecting to the earth. Today's practice is about the connection. Finding connection to our body, finding connection to our breath. Ultimately, connecting to this moment and all that is on offer, right? Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, down you go, arms long, open spine, back of the legs. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, go back down. If it's appropriate for you, walk yourself out to a downward facing dog. You can just drop to your knees if that feels like a better practice for you today. Stretch, expand. Exhale, go ahead and slowly drop to your knees. And again, coming and walking yourself back if this feels good. I'm actually going to untuck my toes and I'm going to sit on my shins for a moment. If this is too intense, you can always lift up out of your seat there. Just for a moment, you feel the top of the thighs. And we typically have our feet straight down. So this is good work for the legs. Go ahead and roll your hips over to the right side and bring your legs forward. Extend through the left leg and take the right leg and give it a little swing in the hip. Right? So I'm grabbing the leg, I'm grabbing the foot, but I'm keeping my foot nice and flexed. And then drop that foot onto that left thigh. And you can work it up as high up as it goes. For some of us, there might be a big lift in that leg, right? That right leg might be lifted up. You can always put something underneath the leg if you need it. Hands alongside your hips. Nice and strong and steady here. I'm very upright. I'm going to bring my right hand to the inside, my left hand to the outside. So I'm already starting this twist in the torso. You feel this twist, but it's upright. Flex that left foot. Lift your right arm straight up into the sky and then start to flow forward. Turn the right hand so that the thumb faces down. Drop your head to your knee. You can grab the outer edge of your foot, your ankle. Maybe you have the back of the calf and drop the head to the knee. Inhaling. Exhaling. Let go. Look down. Let the face, neck, everything relax there. At the same time, there's an intensity in the stretch. You feel an intensity in the stretch of the left leg. You might feel it in your right hip. How about the right shoulder? It's a good stretch there as you reach across the body. And this is the connection. We bring it together. We experience it in this moment with our breath, the mindfulness practice. Press down into the ground and lift yourself back up. And for a moment, just pause. Connect your fingers to the ground. Open up the collarbones. Lean back. Open up the chest. Your chin is lifted. And then go ahead and bring your gaze to center. Change sides, extending very strongly the right leg. Grabbing hold of the left shin, swinging that leg around a bit. Lots of breath. As I move from one side to another, I can really feel kind of the differences. This leg is a lot tighter, right? I feel a little tug on my knee in this position. I am going to put a little padding underneath. Sitting nice and tall, deep and full with your breath. Starting the rotation in an upright position, left hand to the inside. Go ahead and lift that left arm up, turn the palm so that the thumb faces down, and then go and reach and extend and go and reach and extend. Again, I don't get so far on this side, just grabbing my ankle, drop your forehead to your knee and breathe deeply. Head to knee pose. Inhaling, exhaling. Lots of beautiful breath here. Feel the breath moving and opening into your body. Oh, you can flutter your lips a bit. And then go ahead and come back up. Slow and steady. Shrug your shoulders. Bring your legs forward. So today we're going to go upside down a bit, right? We're still going to invert. What does that mean? To get your legs up today, we're going to do a pose in yoga that's called Viparita Karani. So that could be legs up a wall, right? If you have a wall nearby, it could be legs on the seat of your chair. I happen to have a chair here. Maybe you're working from home today and you're working, you have a door in your office or something. You can go ahead and put your legs up. In this instance, I'm using the chair and I'm just going to drop the calves onto the chair, and I'm sneaking pretty closely into the chair. You want to have a more or less a 90-degree angle in the legs, and again, taking it supported. So I have something to lean against here to let myself connect to. Once you've found your place, take a moment to adjust the head and the neck. So sometimes when I come to this position, especially if I'm feeling tight in my shoulders, my chin is kind of lifted way up. You want to put your fingers behind the back of the head and neck. I'm actually lifting up the back of the head and the neck, and then gently dropping my head down so that my chin is moving towards the chest. If that's not so easily accomplished, and maybe you have a little bit of a pillow or something to help you find that. The idea is that you're very open in the lower spine, right there at the base of the spine, the head and the neck, actually the upper spine, and then release your arms out to the side and just to spend a moment here. Let those legs completely relax. And as I do relax my legs, whether they're up the wall or they're here on the chair, the legs will begin to, as you relax, let kind of turn out in the hip socket. And that's a perfect thing to do. And stay in this posture. So we're still working the kind of physical connectivity, right? The body, you feel it connected to the ground. You feel how the breath is flowing in and flowing out. And just allowing yourself to be here, allowing yourself to be here now. And this is the name of this class, right? Is mindfulness moment. How mindful can you be in this moment? How connected to this moment can you be? And what happens is the mind might take you off to the next project. The mind might take you off to what's happened yesterday. And what we're trying to do, and this is an actual practice, the mindfulness practice, is just to take in this moment, to be present, to be mindful, to be connected to this. And you keep coming again and again back to this. So you have all these amazing tools for the practice of peace, of presence. You have the practice of the awareness of breath, the practice of the awareness of body. And now we slip into the practice of the awareness of the mind. So today, in this very connected, supported place, simply watch. Watch and experience the moment just as it is. And if a thought comes along to judge or to take you away or to change what's happening, just be kind to that thought. Allow that thought to keep moving. Just let it float on by. And being here, fully connected to the moment. And keep practicing, keep exploring. Again, if the mind has wandered away, bring it back here. Connecting to this moment, to this presence. As you do that, you might start to notice how the body is truly relaxing. Being connected to this moment. Be connected to your breath now and draw the breath, be very intentional, the inhalation. Move it in and up to the toes. And here you can start to wiggle your toes, just your toes. Feel the breath coming in. And bring it up into the tips of your fingers now and start to wake and move the fingertips. Feel your breath flowing. If you want to stretch your arms up over your head or maybe up to the sky, you can take a big stretch here. Go ahead and walking your legs, if you're still in this inverted position, bring the knees to your chest, hug the knees in, and then take your time. You're going to roll over onto your right side and just take a moment of pause and rest here. Experience the connection and the movement of your breath up and down your spine. You feel your aliveness, you feel the strength in your body and the connection, the mind, body, breath connection. Gently come up, making your way back home to a seat. That could be again on the ground, or maybe you choose to sit up in a chair and just sit for a moment. And relax your hands down on your thighs, connecting the palm of the hands to the legs. You feel your spine nice and tall. And connecting again to this moment, just as it is. Your shoulders melt down your spine. Your awareness is here. Your connection is right here. Take a deep breath in. As you do that, your chin lifts. As you exhale, exhale it through your mouth. Your chin drops down to your chest. Go ahead and connect right hand to left hand in a prayer in front of your heart center. Take a moment here to be grateful for this practice. Be grateful for your healthy body, for this moment in time. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Lift your chin, your chest. Exhale that energy out. Float the arms all the way up to the sky. We do this practice for the benefit of all beings. Press your hands together, and as you exhale, your hands come right through the midline, over your third eye, your nose, your mouth, and landing here at heart center. Take a deep breath in and empty. Namaste to you all. Thank you so much for the privilege and honor of guiding you through this mindfulness moment practice. My name is Evalena, and what an amazing privilege it is to take time in our day to come and connect. So thank you, and have a great week. Namaste.